throughout this competition. And he's got quality in that Thai squad to use. The park.
Yeah. It's a reassuring presence, isn't he?
That's right. And he can go, he can sit if he needs to, he can go box to box. That's not an issue for him. You know, at times in this competition. I'll come back to that.
Right for ball. Again, it's really well done. That's something we see him do first selections, AO. And he blamed that on the lack of experience in the squad, but he said, I don't want to dwell too much on that defeat. I want to keep encouraging the players to focus on the positives. Thailand had the perfect match. His team had not played so well. Oh, that ball just wouldn't fall to Didik Setiawan.
It was Wiratep who was just coming back in, getting a touch on that. Otherwise, Didik was in behind. A few errors defensively here from Thailand. Just see Wiratep gets caught wrong side, but he's done well to recover. Put the ball away from Didik.
Tiraton does love to come in field, doesn't he? All the way from left back.
Well, you see when he does move in field, see Borden push out wide onto this left-hand side. That's a way for them to maintain their shape, maintain their balance. And now they just hang on to the ball long enough here, Thailand, for them to again restructure. So Tiraton can move back across, and now Borden can push on forward.
Delightful ball. Into the path on Narupani, and it drags it back. Important touch there from Chatik. He's done so well. How many times have we seen him? Gordon Pala, can he finish off a Topo on the return, and it's on! And that substitution has made a difference. Thailand have leveled things and go 5-1 on aggregate.
They've deserved that goal, Thailand, for the start that they've made in the second half. And the fight shown here by Chanate, he just kept going and going, keeping a hold of the ball under pressure from two Indonesian players who were fighting to win it back. Kept the ball, super chop, played it into Borden, who was actually trying to wrap his foot around, trying to create that angle so that he could wrap his foot around it and guide it towards the far post. Couldn't quite get it out from underneath his feet. They decided to have a toe poke at it. Nadeo could only push it out into the center of the penalty box. And Adisak has come on and made a difference. And I think that should be it for Thailand in terms of the title.
His 11th goal in the AFF overall, his first in this tournament. He scored 8 in the last edition where he was the top scorer, but that one very, very important indeed. And that might put to bed some of the ghosts he may have had after missing a penalty at the end of that semi-final against Malaysia, which saw the Malaysians go through in 2018. But that, as Roshan said, is probably it though. Who knows? Well, a good early start for Indonesia in the first half, and now for Thailand in the second.
Yeah, they've regained control of this game, Thailand.
All 3 of the subs have played a role. Wiratap preventing the ball getting to Didik, Adisak scoring that goal, and Pitiwat in midfield, controlling things.
That's right. Look how strong he is there as well, even though now he's just gone right through the back of him.
Just going back to that goal, Roshan, it was trying to remember who just onto the ball and build up to that goal.
Right.
Incredible. Again and again, here's Borden Pala. Turn ball to him from Supachop. Nadeo punches clear. Ramai can't clear the ball himself. It's an own goal! And they've got the lead here. Delight now for Manapolking, who surely must believe, as do the Thai fans, that is it.
Well, Indonesian dream, well and truly crushed here by Thailand. Borden, what an impact down this left-hand side. Fighting for it first to these second balls, and it's unfortunate. think Nadeo would have had that covered. There wasn't too much pace on that shot. But excellent work by Superchok to set this one up. And Asnawi sliding that one into the back of his own net. You know, there's been a bit of drama around Asnawi in his reaction to Faris Ramli's penalty that was saved. They could have given a free kick for that, but decided to play it on. A shot from Saraj going into the back of the net via Asnawi.
No goal from Asnawi. I think that shot from Saraj could well have, awarding it to Saraj. That would have been off target. Either way, it was covered by Nadeo and came off Asnawi. And that looks like it will be it, you would think. 6-1 now is the aggregate score. And the response is to bring on another striker, Anis, and one of the players of the tournament for Indonesia, Irfan Jaya. Now what or who will they sacrifice? Could be like for Didik and Anis. And might Ramai also have to make way. Well, it's very loud and celebratory in the blue part of the stadium, as you can imagine. Celebrations have certainly started. Brilliant to see. So it is indeed Hannes coming on for Didik Setiawan. And Ramai makes way for Irfan. That's between those two, they tend to flip with each other. But Irfan is an explosive player himself. And he gets you goals.
Yeah, he does. And he's been a good contributor for Indonesia in terms of his attacking output. Irfan Jaya.